years now. Exact same setup. You just really have to wait for the receiver to get outside the cornerback a little bit. Man coverage is better, so you might not get a catch and run like it happened in the past, but still a great play.
All right, let's get some labbing in, baby. Smoking too. Get my head cracked on these league games, man. See if we can change that. Matter of fact, shit, I ain't been playing.
Gets outside of every type of cornerback or defense in the game. I did get one clip of an opponent running a cover 3. Like I said, it's pretty rare. People don't really run zones very much. But I did get one opportunity for it, and it worked just like it did in practice mode. Watkins gets outside of the cornerback. All you have to do is bullet and pass lead deep and away from the safety. And he does get behind the cornerback, but at the end of the day, he just does not catch the ball for whatever reason. So I still want to show it. It does get behind the defense in regular
coming
games.
up off of an L.
Since everybody's running man cover 1 anyway, man 0, let's show some man being plays in this formation. Saints goes whip is probably one of the best man beating plays in this particular playbook or in this particular formation. The B route.
Let's go to a private chat.
It does take any adjustments, but at the end of the day, the A route completely smokes this coverage middle linebacker or cornerback. I'm not even really sure who's covering him because really nobody's covering him. He just gets open right away. You can see the zig is huge against man coverage right now. He gets wide open. By the time I throw the football, he's got about 10 yards of separation for an easy catch and run. Might have something to do with the fact that it's Stephon Diggs in the slot, but at the end of the day, that's a very good play. The Saints slant flood is also a very good play. I typically motion this guy in the exact same way that I do the original play. I typically put him on a streak as well. I left him on a slant because I kind of wanted to have a second option, but you can see the Y route gets outside of man coverage the same way. Look at outside of zone coverage too. That's a very glitchy route, although I don't use that play very much because all these other plays are so good. And then the A route is really the first read. That tight end should be just about anybody in coverage. Although, like I said, I kind of messed up with the slant, so we really had 2 guys open right in front of one another, but we still made a very easy play. So that's the video. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, more gameplay breakdowns of offenses and defense, make sure to be a subscriber and hit the like button. Other than that, thanks for watching, man. My shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below. Do not block the tight end. In Madden 23, blocking the tight end is just a quick way to get sacked. For the cheapest, fastest, most reliable buck coins on the market, check out my coin sponsor at AOEAH.com and use discount code MONEY for 3% off. Link in the description below. Welcome back, Money Team. It's the Mad Money Shots. None of the Mad Cheese as always. Got another tip video for you guys today. Today we'll be going over the biggest changes from Madden 22 to Madden 23 when it comes to gameplay. In today's video, I'm going to go over some tips and tricks and cheats that you can use to be a better Madden 23 player the day that the game drops. As always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the like button below in the comment section. Make sure to be a subscriber so you guys can stay up to date on all the latest Madden trends. Other than that, let's get right to the video. My first couple tips are all going to be about pass protection. In Madden 23, the pass rush is absolutely insane, and the blocking is not very good. You're going to see on this first play here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To the air right away is Brady. This complete to Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
What was
They'll
that?
be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 44, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point put through by Succo. And that makes the score 7-0.
Already.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I bad? A touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Call the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Put it in the air, baby boy.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott now. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Prescott to throw on 4th. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady.
This one taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Brady to Gage for a Tampa first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
What is you doing?
Calls it in. Touchdown.
And that's this too.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy that's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
Come up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Man. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Brady now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Fournette once more on second down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Brady to throw. He's got on. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Open man is got it. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Cowboys 7.
So you'll see on the right side of my screen what they're going to do if I guys close this game. I'm sorry, man. All right, I apologize on behalf of EA. All right, let's just do this again.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that...
Good game.
You're not really going to have that problem this year. So you can play around with the 10 to 15 right here on your hook curls, or if it's a lot of yards, 25, 30, depending on the situation or the scenario that you're in. Zone coverage, if you're running a match, cover 3, you want to put this on match. Any kind of match defense, you want to put it on match, okay? So the zone defenders read the routes of the receivers to determine coverage responsibilities. So you can do that. Now, you get cooked if you're running match and you're running a cover 2 and they decide to man up stuff, and now you don't have nobody in your cloud. So I would only put this on match if you're going to be running cover 3 match, so they do it properly, because zones are bad already in this game. And then for offense, can I access this? Deep pass catching, I leave it alone. Intermediate pass catching, I leave it alone. Blocking, leave it alone. So for the past years, these have been no good. But for ball carriers, you don't want to fumble the ball. Conservative. If you're in the red zone and you need a touchdown, you need to score from like a goal line, you can put this to aggressive. Now remember, you do get increased fumble chances, so be careful. And you also have a higher chance of triggering out auto break tackles. I'm sorry. You have that as well. So those are the adjustments, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be updating this once a month. In case things change, I will bring it to you guys. So stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe and check out the offensive defensive scheme. They're going to be in the member section. The offense is already there. The defense will be coming. Love you guys, man.
Hey, yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy, Montana, and in this video, we are going to be going over the Meta Blitz once again. First video that I posted, we went over the actual blitz itself and how good it is and how dominant it could possibly be.